Hey YouTube, this is React City. I'm John.
I'm Rose. Nikki.
And this is Code Geass episode 9 of season 2.
Yeah.
Last time we had the Black Knights have a meeting and consensus that they're going to do what Lelouch says regardless of what it is, or he tells them to jump off the mountain. And they had a kind of meeting in the sky with Suzaku.
So my question is Lelouch gonna be traveling back and forth in an undersea tunnel to still go to school? Like, what's the deal?
Yes.
And more importantly, does Suzaku get in trouble for this? Can he get in trouble?
Can he at this point?
He's second to only to the Emperor.
Yeah.
So
And the other round table boys.
yeah.
I think the only way he'll get in trouble is if they find out Lelouch's memories are back. Like if he doesn't ever come back. Which you were saying, you gave a good point, because he said to Rolo, no, we're never leaving the school or something like that?
Yeah, the school life will continue uninterrupted.
Right. So it sounds like he intends to live a double life still.
Yeah.
Well,
Just more efficiently, apparently.
or less efficient.
Or less.
Oh, we'll see.
6-hour commute. So there's only one way to see how he does it. So guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you like your time here, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, you can see the next episode a week early if you check out the Patreon, and you can also see the uncut version of this reaction or any other show that we do at the Patreon. So thank you very much. See you in discussion.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I really hope that was a foreshadowing.
Yeah. Always questioning that guy. This is true.
Like Sayako.
Even easier to read. Oh. They're attacking China?
For goodness sake. Well, at least he's not trying to shoot up anymore.
Just a little coup, a little something like.
He's the worst person to save you. He can't help you.
Yeah.
Oh!
Did they actually?
No, I got you kidding.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good. Oh
For
no.
goodness sake. Oh,
Oh,
she received it.
okay.
Like how we're okay with this now.
He's angry.
He's like, I was gonna hurt her.
Oh, Schneider. Devilish Schneider? Or is it someone else? Guys, I'm just gonna tell you, I didn't catch any names. I don't know who's getting married.
He married her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought. Wait.
Yeah, he's the eldest.
Oh, it's Millie.
Oh.
Are you? Oh, another Earl. Okay.
Maldini.
Aid. They call him Aid. Oh no, blushing.
Oh.
Oh, here he is.
He gets a whole announcement and everything.
Who that? Nina.
Nina. Oh. She can hardly walk in it.
Her voice is a little different.
Secret agreement. Oh boy. Oh boy. They want nobility. Oh no.
They're like, kill everybody.
Aww.
And that was the day he devoted his life to her.
Yes.
She's like, but I use this to pick my nose.
He's like, what's up? Zero. What's up? Oh no, is he ready?
These a really good thing Nina's not here.
Oh, yeah.
口だけの同情ならやめて。ミレイちゃんはいつも遊び気分で
わ
困ったらアッシュフォードという盾を使うのよ。ロイド先生との婚約だってそういうことでしょ。私をいつも下に見て。
I feel like you're projecting.
もう違うの私は。私を認めなさいよ。
Oh dear.
かぐやもブリタニアへ。
He's like, forget her. Forget your one and only friend.
ここはブリタニアではないのに。
Vermillion.
I mean, technically.
I mean, they don't know that, though.
お忘れかしら。昔ゼロ様があなたを救ったことを。その恩人も死罪になさる。
Oh.
残念ですわ。この葉だけで人を殺せたらよろしいのに。
What? Okay. I wish I could kill you with my words. He's like,
If
chess?
I win, have him. Oh.
最高のプレゼントですわ。
Is she just on a different planet?
This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Oh no. Oh no, he's confident. Oh no.
I mean, technically he's exiled, so don't
What are
worry.
you going to do?
Everything is gonna chaotically fall into place. I'm sure of it.
For the wrong people.
杞憂ですわ。勝つのは私の夫ですもの。
Husband.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
of my-
Okay.
He's like, just as you'd expect from my
He's
genetics.
the only one he could never beat.
Excuse me.
What the heck? He's too confident.
He used to play.
Oh no. He's
What's
just shocked.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Nina!
Oh, no.
Nina, go
Nina,
back!
Leave.
Nina, leave!
Leave.
You gotta
Leave,
leave,
Nina.
Nina. Somebody take her.
Oh.
シュナイゼルのキングが取られてしまう。
ふざけすぎだよ。この誘いを受けるということは屈服するという意味だ。
What?
しても生きがい。
Dude! Dude! What? Dude! He just doesn't want to lose.
The Emperor wouldn't have taken it without any hesitation.
君がどういう人間か少し分かった気がす
Oh
る。
no. You're losing your cool. What is happening? Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
ユーフェミア様の騎士だったんでしょ。
Cuz. Whoa.
変わっていないのね、あなたは。ブラックリベリオンの時も私たちのことを気にかけて。なのに、私は。
俺は引き返さない。
There's so much inner monologuing happening.
余興はここまでとしよう。
Oh.
私は。
あれはと
Oh.
What?
血の先
Oh, what's his name?
Shinke!
コインを中華連邦の意志とするか。
Oh no!
Terror?
Coup d'etat!
黙れちゃうほう。すべての人民を代表し、我はこのコインに
The legality of this marriage.
Can't stop him.
飢えた民を救いたいと願いつつも、私は天使様のことを考えている。
Yeah.
永続長のちぎりを交わしたんだ。私の心に誓って天使様に外の世界を。
They're just standing there one by one attacking.
Oh.
Oh. Yes, she remembers.
Don't get
Don't get
distracted,
distracted,
right
though.
now. You're like in the middle of. Of
Uh-oh.
course.
Oh, somebody
Oh.
stole her.
Zero. I bet it was zero.
Oh.
Of course it was zero.
Mine.
It's like that man too. Oh, for goodness sake! Why is so many things happening?
Yeah, what is Sansa about to do?
She sounds so tiny.
Yeah.
この毛道がおうよそうかい
He's like, evil laugh.
Zero. He's just standing there laughing. Okay.
ゼロの本当の目的
それで私のために手配を
Who's this?
そうだよ
My boy.
ありがとうございます強制さえすればシーツの
Adjusted?
ルーシの敵ではありませんこのジェレミア・ゴッドバルト
Jeremiah! I knew he's got to come back. Jeremiah.
Yeah, it was an off-screen death. It didn't count.
Discussion.
Discussion.
Yeah. Good episode.
Yeah.
Arranged
So-
marriage.
Arranged marriage. We also just before that we slipped in a little bit of the shipping service for Callan and what's
So
his
annoying.
name? I like how what's her name? Cece was there the whole time.
Yeah.
She was just like, I need Tabasco sauce.
Please stop.
Please stop. Please stop. Yeah. Still on Cece train. But
Yes.
yeah. And then we see that they're planning to marry off the queen or the empress of the Chinese Federation to the first son of Britannia, which is surprising that he hasn't been married yet.
I guess so, actually.
I think the only siblings we know apart that are like running the military. That's the
Yeah.
only ones we know. So it's like they don't have a
They don't have
life.
screen time.
Or, no, I mean they don't have a life. So any of them that do get married are kind of like they're kind of
Political pawns.
yeah, and just not they're not doing the important things that the Britannia would want, so they don't get like shown to the world kind of thing.
Like, they could be there, they're just not presented.
Yeah.
And then we also see what's her name, Kaguya, being like, I guess we're the wedding gift.
Yeah.
Still with her peppiness self.
Yeah.
And
You were a little confused in the episode. You get what was going on now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So basically, Schneisel arranges it so that the marriage basically kind of cuts off the Black Knights from having like a refuge in China because they're just going to be given back to Britannia, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But would it have been like a China and Britannia war against the Black Knights, or was it just they would be peaceably given to them? I mean, obviously the Black Knights would fight back, but
Yeah.
the Chinese Federation would be definitive allies
of the Britannians.
since the Empress and the first son got married.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't even have to do anything. It would just be
They
that,
would
hey,
just-
pretend you can come and get them if you want.
Right. Because
Yeah.
now they're not safe in another land.
It's not neutral anymore.
Yeah. But more than one people don't want this to happen, so that kind of helped their case. At first, I thought Zero was just gonna let it, go. Just let Blue Guy save Girl. Wedding doesn't happen. Chinese Federation doesn't combine with Britannia. But no, he has another plan. He wanted to take the Empress away. I don't understand his plan and how he explained it.
He was just gonna whisk her away. He was just gonna go hostage, basically. I think.
But but even before we find out about this marriage, he still was like, they're gonna attack the Chinese Federation. What was that?
Yeah, he hasn't revealed any of the details. It's
Okay, so we don't know.
I had assumed that he was talking about we're in the Chinese Federation. As long as we're here, we're not safe. They're just tolerating us. But if we can get our hooks in, we
Got
have the
it.
entire country.
So they knew that they wouldn't be safe regardless. So they would have the Chinese could easily just say, they're doing bad things, come get them. So they were like, let's make ourselves safe by attacking first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Zero knows that. Well, the eunuchs know that he is somehow involved with the death of that other eunuch.
Right.
So they're on thin ice.
Right. Okay.
Nobody told him that it was Shinke, but it was.
I guess not.
What was I saying? I don't understand Zero's plan when he came into the wedding. Not the wedding. The reception thing.
Yeah.
He's like, I just need to get Schneisel out of here, and then Suzuku out of here, and then I'm going to Geass everybody. I was like, what? What? It was kind of a crazy plan there.
Yeah.
Like he expects everyone to be looking at him at the same time. I guess it's possible.
He could do it. He's hella flashy.
He's He's very good at getting attention.
This is
It's all been a plan. So I actually had something that I was actually confused about here. is when it could have just been a lie, which seems likely, where they were saying that they were going to marry off the Empress in order to get noble titles and the Britannians would get it and stuff like that. So that could have just been a stretch to just get everybody on board with the plan. But if that isn't a stretch, why would the eunuchs want noble titles? Given that eunuchs, the whole point of a eunuch is that they cannot have children and carry on their lineage. So I was just worried, okay, if you get a noble title, it's just for you. You're already in the highest office in the land. There's no benefit beyond what you're doing already.
I think it tracks with the personality that they're trying to show off the eunuchs. They are all about themselves and their own power. Like, even the girl is supposed to be ruling, or Empress in charge, but the eunuchs are really ruling. I think they just want that power, and then they want that safety. They don't care about the rest of their life.
Well,
the life of people that they might bring on.
You see, that's the thing, though. They're already ruling in her stead, right? So I'm just thinking, like, a noble title is almost beneath them.
Beneath what they have
They're
now.
acting as the Empress in her stead, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I thought a noble title only use would be is making your family official, but they wouldn't have a family. At least I thought that's what it was, unless they're all from the same family.
It could also just be their only option. The giant country that is trying to take over the entire world has come to you with a pretty, I don't know, you can say
An offer.
you just can't refuse. Exactly. You're like, how can you say no to that? You either get killed by the Britannians or you accept this offer. And they don't care about the girl anyways.
I guess that actually makes sense. Yeah.
Because what's his name? Shinke was saying that this was somehow beneficial to the rest of the country.
Yeah. Because there are people who are suffering, I guess, because of the contentions going on.
Yeah. What do you think of Odysseus?
Who is Odysseus?
He is the eldest son of
The one about to get married?
Getting married.
He's very mild-mannered. We've seen him once before. When after what's her name? Cornelia was incapacitated for a bit, I think.
Yep.
After Euphy's death, he was ruling in lieu of her.
Yeah, he showed up.
And he is a little bit inept.
I was gonna say he doesn't seem as skilled or as smart. He seems a little superficial to me. When you said mild mannered, like, yeah, I guess you could say that. I don't know that. I almost wonder if he's just kind of like a person that puts on a show for you, but is not very nice. Not as devious as Schneisel that we suspect, but I think he's more of a shallow conniving.
I was gonna say that I find it very interesting how they managed to pull it off, because Odysseus and Schneisel both present this very calm or nice demeanor, but Schneisel comes across
It's cynical.
it's not real.
It's like,
Odysseus comes across as it's
like,
real.
Yeah. He looks like the typical rich kid. He acts like the typical rich kid, but he's nice. So, he's like a little bit airheaded, I guess.
I wrote that, airhead.
Airhead.
Yeah.
Do you think that he's actually airheaded? Like, he acknowledges that he's airheaded, so he sits back more? Because that's kind of what I got when I think Schneisel came in right after Odysseus tried to step in for Cornelia. He stepped back and he's like, "Oh, thank goodness you're here, Schneisel."
Huh. I never thought of it, to be honest, but it would make sense that maybe he, or even he recognizes that Schneisel just makes things better as well. But a consciously stepping back person because he knows he's better at it, I never thought of that like that.
I don't know. That it does seem like it would track. Like he knows that he doesn't measure up to all the other greats like Cornelia and Schneisel and all these
he's not, like,
people in the military.
Politically gifted like the others.
And that's probably why he never, pursued the military life. He just kind of stayed back as the prominent son. The emperor likes him, so for whatever reason he's gotten favor with him, and it wasn't through war. So he kind of like, I'm gonna keep that.
Wasn't Odysseus the son of? Was it the son of Zeus?
No, he's the guy from the Odyssey. The guy goes away for 10 years and takes forever to come back home after the War of Troy. Excuse me, sorry. Throat.
No, I thought it was Greek. Anyway.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah, the Greek story of the war against Troy.
Okay.
And on the way back, he takes 10 years.
Wow. Yeah, I think after that we see the chess game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lelouch, again, just overconfident. And whenever we see he goes overconfident, something happens.
And again, we see whenever it doesn't go exactly according to plan, absolute panic mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually, when I saw this, I was really worried about him going against Snizel because I thought that maybe this isn't true, but I thought that people who play chess against the same person, you kind of get used to them. And given that, I know he played him when he was 8.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering if maybe he could like recognize the way this person's playing as a Lelouch.
I wondered about that too.
Yeah.
As soon as he accepted, his like, wonder if he's gonna like sense. But
Although-
maybe he did because
He said father would have taken that.
yeah, and then he also said what he did tells me a little bit about the type of person you are. So
Yeah.
perhaps he does suspect who he is.
So he's the kind of person who just doesn't want to play into somebody else's hand.
He
Would be willing to lose so that the other person doesn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that tracks. Yeah. And then we
Nina.
also see, Nina comes in, raving mad.
Oh, Nina. I mean,
I mean,
it saved Lelouch, so that's all I cared about. I knew she had to come in eventually. It was like, thank God, good timing, end the game. Unfortunately, Lelouch didn't get to do what he wanted to do. But like, what was he going to do taking Suzaku? Like, taking Suzaku? What?
he's like, that one mine.
No, I mean, what is he gonna? Suzaku is gonna kill him. The moment he's alone with them, is like, you're mine now.
Yeah.
Take me? Is that what you thought?
What would be his plan though? Because again, Suzaku is like the only reason he's letting Nunnally stay where she is because Suzaku is there.
Yeah. So I know he
So
would.
is he just gonna take Nunnally too?
No, I think he just said he wanted Suzaku out of the room.
No,
Big-
he's gonna take him.
Yeah, but he said his plan when he was saying it to his head is like, once I get Suzaku out of the room, he's gonna Geass everybody.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
I blanked that.
That's why I was saying I didn't understand that plan. But and that makes sense because he can't Geass Suzaku, and Suzaku would soon like attack him. So and he cannot outrun him.
At
So
the
it,
pace of dodging 0.5 lag second bullets.
so I guess the point wasn't to literally like take him along with him, but to just like say I'm taking him, but he's just outside the room just to be out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a messy situation. I think he was trying to make the best of it, but it was sloppy, I think.
Yeah.
A
The
panic.
whole
Sloppy
plan.
at best. Yeah.
The whole plan, I don't know about that. It comes off to me almost as bad as the Nunnally plan. Like, just go in there and talk to her. Yeah.
And then
so-
I'm sure she'll follow me.
yeah.
Or I could guess. Oh wait, her eyes are closed.
Yeah. I might be mixing up scenarios, but I think it was like, all right, he arrives to the reception. He wants to scope it out and see how he can maybe get the Empress out of there. But then things kind of go topsy-turvy when Snizel shows up. And
Oh,
so
he
then
didn't think
modifies
Schneisel
it.
was there. Oh, that's right.
I'm thinking that's what happened. Like, he entered a situation confidently that he could guess everybody. Well, except Suzaku, of course. But maybe he had something to do with him.
How much against Zero or Lelouch do you think he is? Because the vibe I'm getting is he is kind of on our side,
Really?
but has his own
Really?
motives
On who? On Zero's side?
on Lelouch's side.
Lelouch's side.
Mm.
Like against the Emperor, what the Emperor did to Lelouch kind of thing?
Maybe. Because I'm saying that because when Zero showed up in it, Snizel was saying to himself, "I told you not to come here." It's like, I told you shouldn't show up. It's kind of like you advise your brother to do something, and then he does the stupid thing. He's like, I told you not to do that.
Oh, I didn't catch that reaction. I did see that he said something, but I can't remember what he said. But that's interesting. I don't know. In the beginning, I had a feeling. I kind of felt like maybe he sympathized with Lelouch in kind of the way Cornelia did. So he had a softer side. But the more the show goes on, and the more like you've been like conspiring, and I've been getting on board, is that maybe he's more devious, more conniving than he actually is, or than he actually seems. So I don't know. That kind of goes against, if he's really conniving, then he wouldn't be thinking about Lelouch. But if he's thinking about Lelouch and what happened to him and kind of feeling sympathetic, then he's not conniving, in my opinion. I don't know that he can be both in my head.
Although he is one of our last leads to what happened to Mariana.
Right. And he can't go down easy because he's smart.
Yeah, and I'm 100% sure that it's a dead lead.
Oh yeah.
I feel the Murphy in this moment.
Although I kind of feel like it could be that he, if it is that he's conniving, then he definitely knows something.
Okay.
Yeah, when he was saying that, I told you shouldn't come here, I got a different vibe. I got the vibe of, this is someone who is extremely confident, as we saw how he was playing chess. This is also the way he acts in the real world. He is so confident that he is going to win the game, or he's willing to risk everything, that he's just gave him a freebie, like he shouldn't do that. Because he knows I'm going to win in the end anyway. Like, don't go to reception. Told you not to go to reception. Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
That's a good one. I didn't catch that. That would be foreshadowing as well. Because he was like, he gave him his king. He said, and then he made the wrong move.
By backing out.
And then the same thing might be happening here. He gave him the king of don't come to the reception. Or the wedding.
Yeah.
And then he did it anyway.
Yeah.
Made the wrong move.
So what if he manipulated... Okay, this might be too deep. What if he manipulated him into taking the Empress by the previous chess thing?
Oh.
He gave him everything he wanted right in front of him.
And he didn't take it.
And he backed away. It's like, okay, so now I know who you are.
And then he actually takes it.
And then he actually takes it.
But that was like a game to get him to take
a
it.
mental game of like making him take her. When the Empress says, "Give me that," Lelouch always said he's going to take her. But maybe it's not secure. Maybe this is the two kings standing in front of each other. Next episode, we see whether he backs out or goes forward.
There's so much.
Honest question: like, what do you guys think of Nina? Because a lot of people by this point in the episode are all over the place.
What do you mean, like having different
When I've seen
opinions?
other reactors of her, like it's no one really knows what's up with Nina.
She is having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, she put a lot of
Chronically. Yeah.
I think what she said to Millie kind of explains her head, at least to me. She put a lot of hope and like stake in Euphemia, and finding out that she was nice and she was deeper than she actually realized. Made her despise everyone around her because Euphemia seemed like the only person who like was real, cared or was real and did what they set out to do. So to her, Euphemia was the best of the best, and everybody else sucked because nobody else helped her like her. Everybody else was fake or too nice or whatever. Like she was saying,
teachers helped her with her homework. Nobody.
So just like she was saying to Millie.
Okay.
So to me, so for her, losing Euphemia was like losing the only hope for life, and now the only thing she has left is revenge. So if she ever, although after Zero supposedly died, she still went on to continue sciencey stuff, and that could have been just because Schneisel gave her hope in, I don't know, doing something like a legacy for
Bigger
Euphemia.
than herself.
Yeah. So I kind of understand her pain and her that it's just trauma, like you said, that it's all come down to.
Okay.
For her, the way I see her, I don't think we're gonna cure her.
No.
Once a suicide bomber, always a suicide bomber. Pretty much. I mean, I think she's just the general mood of her has chilled out. But see, Zero, it's like Jeremiah syndrome.
Yeah.
It is.
Although, if we just put a little bit of a computer chip in there, we might get another Jeremiah 0.2.
What the heck, man? You want to turn that crazy girl?
No. I'm just saying we saw Jeremiah in his right mind, which means whoever finished his Android setup did it well, and he's got he's all right.
He's aight?
Yes, his hair's different again. Back to normal.
Yeah. So it just shows that there is science out there that can cure even trauma of Nina's level. I think.
Maybe.
I don't think they'll do it, but because she's not physically capable of doing it, they'd have to give her muscles or something. But I'm just saying it's a possibility that they could do some work on her. I don't know, maybe even make her more intelligent than she already is.
What do you think about her spiel there when she was kind of saying acknowledge me? She's like, I did stuff.
Oh.
To who?
When
To
she was
Millie.
talking to Millie.
Yeah.
She was basically like, you're shallow. You have,
Yeah.
for, paraphrasing, you have this station in life and you do nothing with it. You just sit there. I didn't get anything, but I still did something better. Acknowledge me. Stop feeling sorry for me.
I actually didn't see those words.
I didn't catch all of it either. I just caught parts.
I was like in and out. I was like between the shock of her like going AWOL on Millie from saying, "How are you doing?"
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. You're too nice to me.
Stop being too nice. You're shallow. I'm amazing.
Oh, you know what?
Baby.
That actually does. Now, in hindsight, now that she has said that, she is just like the Emperor in that she is a social Darwinist. Because she's always looked down on the 11s, but maybe it wasn't that she not looked down on the 11s or was afraid of the 11s because of necessarily just racism. Maybe she looked down on them just because these are defeated people that were above, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it would make sense if she's a social Darwinist that she would be angry with someone like Millie, who started out higher and has just been used as a pawn her whole life, versus her herself who had to build herself up the entire way.
That might also explain why she was so infatuated with Euphemia, because Euphemia had the station and she kept doing things.
Yeah, she kept pushing, kept changing the world around her.
And helping.
And she has a general lack of value in human life.
Nina?
Yeah. Because I think it's like, it's one thing to kill yourself, but she was willing to nuke all her friends.
Yeah. Friends.
The whole school.
Yeah. So even though she was unstable in the moment, I think if you look at her before that incident, she never really connected with anybody.
No. Yeah.
And after, and now this, when she sees an old friend, she reacts like that. Sure, she is unstable, so it's possible that she does have some friendship feelings for Millie. It's just that, you know, she's unstable. But I do think that she never saw anyone else as necessarily worth living.
Yeah, that's a good point. And that would explain why she's kind of exploding this way on Millie as well, I think. Because that's just how she's always thought.
Yeah. And that was before she saw Zero. So.
Yeah. This is true.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh, I had a little thing where Zero took the girl. I wonder. Yeah, that was so cute and sad. I wonder if he'll because going against Blue Guy is not a good idea. He's not physically capable. This is another Suzaku that he's trying to fight against. It's not gonna work.
This is Suzaku 0.5. Not quite Suzaku. Just like a little bit before.
Well, anyways, I'm just saying. I wonder if he behind closed doors can say, "Here she is. You can take care."
That's
of her,
what I was thinking.
Because that would be the smart thing to do. Maybe if he set up beforehand, this is how the plan. We're gonna pretend that we're fighting just to make sure you don't get in trouble with Britannia, kind of thing. I think that would have been the smart thing to do. I don't know if that's what Lelouch did do, because he's just such an enigma.
He's an enigma. Yeah, I think I was kind of thinking that it would be a smarter play on Lelouch's part to steal the Empress and then just give her back to Shinkai, because Shinkai just wants to leave. He doesn't want to take her back. Yeah. He's like, just give her back and you can just sail the ocean blue.
Yeah.
Find the great blue, the one piece if you want.
Yeah.
And then he just pretend that he has her as a hostage, and then the Chinese Federation would have to house them.
Right.
Or at least not make a move on them.
Right.
And
of course...
And Shinkai is also appeased. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say Shinkai would also be happy to get rid of the eunuchs, because Lelouch or Zero would probably move in on, because he wants to take over. He'd probably get rid of those two, because they have call, I guess. They have a say, power, whatever.
Yes.
That kind of stuff.
Too much influence.
Yes.
But then instead he just evil laughed.
He's just standing there.
I like how before he was just evil laughing in private. He never did it in public before.
He's getting crazier.
Now he's just letting it all out.
So do we shoot him?
Is he bulletproof or something? Why is he just standing there?
Yeah, and then we see Jeremiah with no context.
With Vivi.
Vivi is just if he's coming here, this is a real problem.
Yeah. So that's interesting. They're afraid of Zero? I guess because of his manpower now, I guess.
Or maybe there's a place in the Chinese Federation that has one of the thought elevators. Because he did mention taking the capital.
Yes, you might be right. So that's the place there. He's coming to this particular place, not necessarily where Vivi is, like in the thought elevator.
Maybe, perhaps. Because I think that's where they were chilling with Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, did Cece yeet Jeremiah all the way to a thought elevator?
We're going to thoughts.
Oh, he was talking about getting acclimatized, give me a moment to get adjusted or whatever.
So maybe he's JJ now.
What?
CC.
Oh,
JJ.
Nice.
I was actually nervous that it was gonna be another CC/VV. I was scared. I was like, no, we don't need another one. No, there's another variable. We can't handle it. But it's Jeremiah. But do you think Jeremiah has a Geass? Because he's in contact with Vivi. Vivi would probably wouldn't send him out alone, like, you know, without some sort of superpower more than he already has, and like make him super, especially since he wants to kill Zero.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know.
Oh! Last thing I have, Rolo is at the school.
Yeah.
So they do have a tunnel under the sea.
Yeah.
He's totally going home. Yeah.
Yeah. So Lelouch is going to be traveling back and forth to the school, and so so Rolo is just like covering for him while he's not there right now, I guess.
Or this entire time he was fully well aware they weren't going to be spending much time in the Chinese Federation. No need to move, little man. Coming back.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The Empress ends up coming with them as a student. And so does Shinkai. Shinkai's there too. And he just takes everybody.
To ice cream.
All of the exiles just go to school.
Why is everybody at the school? Yeah. But yeah, so that is it. So thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you like your time here, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, check out the Patreon for the stuff at the Patreon, because it's the Patreon. Yeah. And also check out the Reels and TikTok in the description. It's got little funny shorts, so you may enjoy them. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys next time. See you in the city. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
And thanks to our patrons, Jesse Gallimore, Andrew Guan, Ren Travis Martin, Chance Lewis, and CC Flips.